Hey everyone, welcome to episode 321. I heard a fight. Welcome to the Harmony in the Home podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Hutchison. I'm a counselor, a life coach, and most importantly, an imperfect mom doing this work right along with you. And my goal on our podcast is to go from chaos to calm, feel less frazzled, and have more fun within your four walls to have more harmony in your home. How funny is that title that I overheard a fight? And I literally, as I'm listening to it, I was like, can I take notes? Because this is going to be so good for the pod. I'm so cool saying the word pod. Just kidding. Before we begin telling you about the fight, have you guys tried herbal face food yet? I cannot describe how much damage I had from the summer of being out in the sun almost every day, all day, and my face felt like sandpaper. And I had run out and did not place an order in a while, and then they had this huge sale, and I restocked everything back up, and I've been using it, and oh my gosh, I will never run out again because my face feels so soft, and I have so much skin damage. I was born in 1974, so when you're listening to this, you're going to have to get out your calculator to figure out how old I am because it's OLD. So I'm just trying to make sure I don't get that leathery look because I do love running in the sun. I love playing pickleball in the sun. I love going to the beach. I love going to the pool. I just love being out. I love, like, the hotter the better. People are complaining right now. It's so hot. It's so hot. I'm like, yes, the hotter the better. The hotter the better. Like, if someone asked me, I'm in a pickleball group and they said, do you want to play at 7:30 or 10:30 in the morning? I'm like, 10:30. And not even because it's a more convenient time, because I just want to be hot. I love being in the sun. I think it like triggers a childhood memory of playing soccer in the sun and just being so hot. And like, I can't even believe how hot I am, but I like still push through. So I feel like that's the only thing I can think of. I've been here since I was 2 in this hot climate. So maybe that's where it all comes from. But I love the heat, except it does a number on your face. So all that to be said, I want you to try it. Let me know what you think. Go to herbalfacefood.com and guess what? We have a coupon code. Use the coupon code Harmony20 and just try one thing. Maybe the soap, maybe whatever you decide to get, just let me know what you got and let me know what you think. Also, I don't want to go on and on about it, but I am still letter writing. I am always letter writing. And I love helping other people get started with their letter writing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and listen to episode 298. It is a fabulous side gig. It is not a job. It's a fun side gig for some fun money, whether it's for vacation, for travel sports, for helping with the electric bill, helping with groceries, gas. It's so fun and therapeutic, and I love it, but it's not for everybody. So if you think it's for you, send me an email or listen to episode 298 to get all the scoop, and then let me know, and I will hook you up with the training that I did. Without further ado, I went to the Coldplay concert. And a funny story is Lily was going with her friend and another mom, and at the time when we were getting tickets, I didn't even know I was even a Coldplay fan, even though Fix You was my infertility song. It was like my theme song. And she's like, Mom, you want to go? And I was like, you know what? We're getting so many other concert tickets right now. I'm going to pass. And then the whole Coldplay, about a week before the concert date, the whole Coldplay concert cam thing happened where the two were just sitting and snuggling. And then the cam went up on and they hid and they ended up being married. And it was like turning into the whole thing, right? So I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but it kind of leads to why I was listening to someone else's fight, because that went completely viral. I, of course, became completely obsessed with it because I love stuff like that. I love true crime, or just like, I love love triangles. I never want to be in one, but I love the idea of them. I don't love them, but you know what I mean? They just fascinate me. I'm like, how in the world do you think it's a good idea to have an affair and then go to a concert and then be #offended that you're on the Coldplay cam? But even if they weren't on the camera, this is what I was saying at the water cooler. And I work from home, so the water cooler was really the water jugs. My whole thing is, even if you weren't on the Coldplay cam, you're still going to run into somebody you know. the chances of you running into like your child's math teacher or your old soccer coach or just or your dentist or just acquaintances are everywhere. And maybe it was far away from where they lived, but I just feel like whenever I go to concerts, I don't know, we have a concert venue near our house, and every time I go to that one, it's a lot smaller than what Coldplay would play at, but I always see someone I know. And it's not really like, oh my gosh, hi, I haven't seen you in so long. It's like, oh, she looks familiar. I can't remember where I know her from. Oh, I think, and then like an hour later, I'm like, oh, I think I was on the PTO with her when the kids were in first grade. Like, it's acquaintances. Like, hello? So it was probably far away. That's the only thing I could think of, because if I go to a venue that's like an hour and a half where Coldplay was, it's not like I run into people and like, oh, she looks so familiar. So that doesn't happen. But I'm just thinking, I just don't know how, I just don't even like, it's obviously morally and awful and terrible. But like logistically, it's a nightmare. Like what? Oh my gosh. People's plates are so full. How do you have time for an affair? Or not even the time, like physical time, like 2:02, 2:03, 2:04, like the emotional bandwidth, like that is insane in the membrane. Anyway, so all that to say, I'm watching all these clips, and then I started going down the rabbit hole of like, oh my gosh, this concert looks really fun. This looks like I might not be a fan of their music, but this looks like some concerts you go for the music. Sometimes you go for the performances. This seemed like it was a performance. I was like, is this Broadway? Like, what is going on? They had like all these balls floating in the air, and then the fireworks and all the lights. Everybody was wearing I thought everybody was using their cell phones, but apparently they give you wristbands when you walk in, and they're all color coordinated. And like people were doing the wave. Like, just Google Coldplay concerts, and oh my gosh, it is a performance. So I'm like, you know what? I think I want to go to this concert. Well, at that point, concert tickets were way, way, way expensive. And I had already given up my chance of going year prior when I was asked. But I was like, you know what? I think I want to go. Well, it just so happened that Lily bought an extra single ticket because she wanted to sell it and then pay for her own ticket. So she was going to wait till it was the bitter end, and then she was going to sell it on StubHub and then use that money to pay for her ticket. Because she's a concert fanatic. I mean, if she could go see someone sing the ABCs, she would be at that concert. So all that to say, it's a week before. I'm like, Lily, you know what? I think I want to take that extra ticket. I want to buy that ticket from you, and I want to go. And she's like, but Mom, it's like, yeah, we'll be able to see each other, but we're not going to be at the concert together. I'm like, I know, but it's for the performance, and I love being with me. I feel like I'm pretty fun to be with, so I'm like, I'm okay with it. We go, we have dinner beforehand. Like, I get to enjoy all of the fruits of going to the concert with you. It's just during the concert, I'll just go to my seat, you go to your seat, and then we'll meet afterwards. So I had never done that before, but I had no qualms about it, and I just had to be at this concert. So I'm at the concert. We go to our seats. We got there for the pre-show, and the pre-show was horrible. I was like, what is happening? So I don't know what I was expecting, but we got there super early because we were expecting someone else, and someone in the group wanted to see the someone else. Well, that someone else never came. The opening acts were just horrendous. And so all that to say, no one was really there yet. So I'm sitting in my seat eating my ice cream. I think I was having a lemon ice at the time. And behind me, this couple is having I feel like she was more upset than he was, and he was being more jovial and like joking about it, but she was mad, and you could tell. And then he wasn't picking up on her being mad. He thought they were like joking around. So then she would amp it up to show like she was mad. And I was listening because it's literally, you know, when someone's behind you or like singing at church and they think they're just singing normal, and then it's like in your ear like a megaphone. Well, that's what it felt like. I was just sitting there eating my iced tea. There's no one at this concert yet. I'm in the seat all by myself. I can see Lily and her friends and my friend. But we were in our designated area. So I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy my iced tea and this not so great music and listen to this fight. And so the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because this was a love language fight. I talk about love languages all the time because I really feel like love languages is not the secret, but it is one way to increase connection, increase fun, increase lightness, reduce resentment, drop the walls. All that good stuff is in love languages. I don't think it's a secret. I don't think it's the end all be all. I don't think, oh, just do love languages and that's it. It's like relationships are a combination of a lot of different things. But this is a really good way to build connection. And they were having a fight, which was going to make a withdrawal, because whenever you have a fight or conflict with someone, and fights and conflict are completely normal. I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, I'm fighting with my husband or fighting with my daughter or fighting with my son. Like, if you're fighting with someone or arguing or disagreeing, like, that's part of the human experience. There's no couple that does not argue. There's no couple that does not have disagreements or get on each other's nerves, or whether it's father, son, mother, daughter, or spouses, or you with your parents. Like, that is completely normal. And I want to normalize that for you as much as possible and not think that something's gone wrong. And usually it's a love language fight. And this is what I was hearing. So she was annoyed at him because apparently, allegedly, he never takes her car to the car wash. And she is mad. And then there was another person sitting, I have no idea what these people looked like because they're behind me. And there was a third person involved. It sounded like it was maybe like, maybe like one of their moms, or like sounded like an older person, like older than them, not older, like older, but like older than them. It sounded like maybe like, I don't know, like a sister. It sounded like an older sister. And so she's like, you never take my car to the car wash. And he's like, yes, I do. I did it 2 weeks ago and on this average Tuesday. And she's like, no, you don't. And that's been 2 weeks. And that was 2 weeks ago. And he said, well, I don't want you to start to expect it and think that I'm going to do it every week. And then he says, and when I do it, you never say thank you anyway. So I'm definitely not going to make it a regular thing. And then she's like, but I told you. And he's like, whenever you ask me, I usually do it. And he's like, well, and this is them going back and forth. And she's like, well, I asked you last night and you said you were going to, and then you never took the coupon to take my car. And he's like, well, you told me as I was falling asleep. I'm not going to do it the next day. I already had the day planned. And they're going back and forth, and she's very upset, and she's taking it as a personal affront. And he's more like, oh yeah, he has more of the energy of like, oh no, I'm not going to have you depend on that one. Ha ha ha. And then, the friend was like, oh, I can see both of your sides. I could see both of you. And maybe if you give him a little more notice. And she's like, no, I've given him notice and he still doesn't do it. And he's like, well, I'm not your slave, but I'm just going to do it whenever you ask me to. And she's like, it's not that difficult to do it. And he's like, well, why can't you do it? And she's like, I do it. And it was just circular. And he's joking. He's like, well, I don't want you to expect me to do it. And when I do it, you don't even say thank you anyway. She's like, yes, I do say thank you. So why am I sharing all this? I'm sharing all this because they were not fighting about the car wash. And if you've listened to this podcast, you know, whatever you're arguing about, you're not usually arguing about what you think you're arguing about. So if I had to guess, I would guess that her primary love language is acts of service. Now there's 5. Acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, and gift giving. So if I had to guess, I would say that she is acts of service. So he thinks it's just, it's a car wash. No big thing but a chicken wing. That's not his love language. He'll get around to it when he wants to get around to it, but it's not a top priority. And she takes it as a personal affront, almost like a huge withdrawal. You don't love me because you're not taking my car to the car wash. That's a major, major withdrawal for her. Now I bet you could guess, his love language is words of affirmation. So right now she's being super critical that he's not doing it enough. He's not doing it the right way. He's not doing it in a timely fashion. And when he does do it, she doesn't say thank you. So him being words of affirmation, he's like, I do all this stuff for her. It means so much, but I don't even get a thank you. So forget that noise. I'm not going to keep doing it. Now, how would that be different if they knew each other's love language? She would probably be more thankful, maybe with a note or with a text, or like, it really makes me feel loved when you do X, Y, Z, or verbally. And then he would know that, yeah, I can compliment her all I want, but taking your car to the car wash is going to make a greater deposit in her love cup than is me telling her that she looks good in her cowboy boots. So do you see how they're misfiring? And they don't even know it, and they think they're fighting about the car wash. And then so she's feeling like neglected because she's not feeling loved. And then he's feeling not appreciated and not loved because that's his love language. And so they weren't fighting about the car wash. So all that to say, I want you to take the quiz to find out your love language if you don't know it already. This is not for you to go show it to everybody and be like, here's my love language, go fill me up. I want you to do the same thing for your loved ones. Find out their love language and then make intentional deposits based on their love language, not based on your love language, because it's very natural. The way we feel love is the way that we give love. But usually it doesn't match with our partner, our kids, or our significant others. And so that's why we misfire, because we're doing all this stuff to show love, but it's not the way that they feel love, so to speak. They still will feel it and it's still a deposit, but you can make a greater return on your investment of your love giving, so to speak, when you find out their love language. And then it's also good to know what your love language is, not for other people to fill you up, because that is an inside job. It is for you to do those things for yourself. And then anything everybody else does is extra credit. And then you're not going to other people in your relationships like a beggar, like a dog panting, saying, feed me, feed me, feed me. I'm starving, I'm starving, I'm starving. So when you know this, guess what? Your life will change forever. And also, when you realize what other people's love language is, when they are doing things that are their love language naturally for you, then you are getting a deposit because you kind of like get it on the side door, their love language. And once you know their love language, and then you see them doing those things that's in their love language, you're like, oh, so let's say that your words of affirmation, but your loved one is acts of service. You will know that they might not actually say it, but when they're doing the XYZ service, like taking your car to the car wash, you're like, oh, they're showing love in the way that they feel it. So you can give yourself a deposit without even their permission. And that's when relationships get super fun. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you need the quiz. And I want to know what your love language is and how this has helped you not misfire and also understand other people's love language so you can make deposits in your own bank account with yourself, by yourself, and for yourself, and then anybody else is extra credit. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Hey, mamas, thanks for listening. If you had any ahas, clicks, or those lightning bolt moments while listening, you have to check out my free parenting bootcamp, where we take all of this to the next level and we try to create even more awakenings for ourselves so that we can connect more with our kids and never yell at them again. You can sign up at www.coachingkelly.com. And if you really want to fill up my love cup, send me an email of what your aha was, what your click was, what was that lightning bolt moment while you were listening. I want nothing more in life than for you to have harmony in your home and to learn how to be an imperfect mom like me, which allows your kids to be imperfect too, each and every day. Thanks for listening.